everybody. Time for a beer. Bit different this week. It's root beer. It was suggested some time ago that I do a review of root beer, but at that point I couldn't get hold of any. So I've got a bottle of Boylan Bottling Co. cane sugar root beer. So, what am I going to find? Quite dark colour, which I was expecting. Lightly fizzy. Wow. Very strong medicinal smell. Carbonated water, cane sugar, vanilla extract, birch oil, clove, anise, vanilla extract, fennel, licorice root, blah de blah blah colour, other stuff. So, non-alcoholic herbal drink. Smells like something you'd rub on a sprained ankle. It's got a definite germaline sort of smell. You know, meadow sweet. Oh, I like that. It's very sweet. Cane sugar being the first ingredient listed after water. But it has got a really nice cough medicine rubbing ointment sort of flavour. Very strong smell. I like that. Now I'm going to put that to one side, partly because Mrs. Nicest Knives wants to try it, and partly because I need a proper beer. So what I'm actually going to have is Hobgoblin. One of the best beers around at the moment, and I'm going to do it properly and have it in my Hobgoblin glass. So big thank you to Phil for the fancy bars. Now you may have noticed there was no midweek video this week because I've been very busy, very busy. But I did get the giveaway prizes posted out last Saturday, and then forgot to tell the prize winners what the tracking numbers were. Made a bollocks of that, haven't I? Just a minute. But the UK prize winner should have got his by now. Let me know if you haven't. And the US prize winner, I would expect yours to land middle of next week. So Hobgoblin from Witchwood Brewery, which is basically Marston's, 5.2%, a proper nutty dark ale, very nice indeed. I've got a problem. You know I like traditional pattern folding knives, and I'm quite fond of the canoe pattern. But one of those canoes, there's a big question mark over it now. As of yesterday, it's become illegal to make or sell or import zombie knives. Possibly even illegal to possess them as well. I haven't checked it out fully yet. But in keeping with our government's track record of very badly written and almost unworkable legislation, it's not really clear what a zombie knife is. They said it has an edge, serrated edge, but it's not sure whether they mean and a serrated edge or either. They have curved blades and pictures or writing that either suggests they're intended for violent purposes or glorifies violence. And they're to be typically called zombie slayers or zombie killer knives. So that doesn't really narrow it down that much. But my problem is, one of my previously UK legal to carry traditional canoes, slip joint, less than 3-inch blade, happens to be in the Zombie Nick livery from Rough Rider. So we've got the toxic green handle, the black coated blade with Zombie Nick and a picture of Nick, picture of his head. So it's clearly intended to fit in with that styling of the zombie killer knives. But Zombie Nick, if you look at the picture, looks quite friendly. And there's nothing on the artwork to suggest it's intended to be used for violence. And there's nothing that glorifies violence. But it is, stylistically, probably covered by the new legislation. So that would, at face value, become illegal to import or sell. And I don't know what to do. So what I think I'll do is just say fuck 'em. And we'll get on with the proper business of today's video, which is drinking beer and having a look at a recent gift. Didn't realise it at the time, but this little Spyderco is not that common, but it is a lovely little thing. So let's crack on. We'll get over to the desktop and you can have a look at this lovely little modern gentleman's pocket knife. Okay, so this is how the knife came, in the usual Spyderco red and black box with the big gold spider. Slide the tray out and get the knife itself. An information leaflet which tells us that Spyderco is delivering a limited number sprint run C86 GFB-LP spin clippets with VG10 blade and a blue Nishijin glass fibre front scale, stainless steel back scale. It says Eric Glesser designed the original spin, which was all stainless steel, released in 2006 and later discontinued. The primary challenge was creating a micro-sized pocket folder with a pocket carry clip that offered superior cutting performance, and there's more information on there. But this is what we want to see, the knife itself, and it is a tiny folder. We've got handle length on the diagonal of about 65mm, 2.5 inches. Open the blade and we get an overall length of 4 1/8, about 105mm. Blade length is 1 3/4 inches, around 50mm, and the cutting edge is probably about 43. So, as we said, we've got a glass fibre scale on this side, stainless steel scale on this side with the Chris Reeve integral lock. Maybe you can help me out here. I can't see what it is about this frame lock that means it's a Chris Reeve integral lock rather than just a frame lock. Is it simply that he owns the rights to the design and all frame locks are Chris Reeve integral locks, but they just can't use the name? That's what I suspect. but you can see the little ball bearing detent there, and the cutout slot that makes the frame lock is very, very fine. Lanyard tube. Pocket clip is one position only. Well, it's two positions, it's on or it's off. So that would give you tip down carry, and it is quite a pointy tip. We've got this sort of modified Warncliffe blade, just drops off at the end, and the cutting edge isn't completely straight, it's got a very gentle curve to it. So there we say Spyderco VG10. On that side, Seki City, Japan. This is a lovely little knife, it's extremely well made, the fit and finish is very high standard. Blade centering is spot on. The detent is just nice, just clips in there. No blade play at all. And of course the big selling point here is this lovely blue glass fibre. Very nice indeed. So it's a micro folder. We've done the measurements, but just to put it in context with something you're probably familiar with, there's a Bokeh Nano. And as you can see next to the Nano, it is quite diminutive. It's very slim. It's the same kind of short, stubby shape when it's closed, although the blade is much pointier. And it weighs a lot less. Let's see what we've got on the scales. £33.8 grams, which in English, ounce and a fifth in round numbers. So hardly weighs anything at all. Just for comparison, the Nano, 3 ounces near enough. So this is a lovely little thing. I believe these are quite hard to get hold of. It did say in the leaflet that there's a limited number run. I've not seen anywhere where it's stamped with an individual number. It does have the initials of the original designer there, Eric Lesser, his little logo. Let's try the cutting edge. I'm not going to say this is a test of the factory edge because I don't know how much use this has had or how much sharpening, but just out of curiosity, yeah, I think that needs a strop. Certainly a workable edge. There we go. But I can hear as well as feel that we can get a finer edge on that. And given that it's such a small knife, you're holding it there with 2 fingers. Just check the focus. I don't think you're going to be trying to do anything particularly heavy duty with this, so I think a nice fine edge for delicate tasks would be appropriate. There you can see the handle is scalloped out a little deeper excuse me, than the steel side. That allows you access to the locking bar. So altogether, that is a lovely, lovely little modern pocket knife. An amazing gift. Never seen one of these before, but I like it very much indeed. So we'll finish as we usually do with a few stills so you can have a closer look, and thanks for watching.
Bye.